Um, this play is basically, well, it was born out of, because obviously it had to be about rope. So it came out of, I didn't know what to do, so I was researching, which is how I usually start. I do a bunch of research on something. And I watched an NFB film about how rope is braided. And I got really into the movement of how rope works and how it's braided. So from then, I started writing from the point of view of the rope, how it would feel to stop being yourself and to be something else. Because larger pieces of rope are braided by smaller pieces of rope. So it's like, how do you stop being yourself and become something bigger? And so I started to write from the point of view of the rope, and then it became very interesting of how rope would feel in certain situations, and that's how I came to the other character of the man who starts working in a hardware store, except his father, when I was working through the character, because I was trying to see where he was coming from, he had lost his father. The father had hanged himself. So how would it feel if your father had killed himself and you are having to sort through the means to how he died? So that's how I came to that. Well, I love it. I've done this kind of thing before, so this is really how I like to work. So I had an amazing dramaturg, her name was Lindsay Price, and so I had actually written a play, and then we had worked on that a bit, and I said, and it's just not working, and then she's like, well, why don't I phone you? So we spoke on the phone, because we'd only been working through email, and then I was like, it's just that I don't feel like I'm connecting, yada, yada, yada. She's like, and then I started telling her about my other research that I had done to get to this point, and she's like, that sounds like the interesting part, why don't you write about that? And I'm like, you're so right. And so I just changed the play and did it 20 years earlier. And then suddenly that's where it clicked for me. So that one phone call, I rewrote the play, and then I started working on that new play, and Lindsay was able to help me with that. And for the director and actors, it's been really cool. Nick Dipshand is directing my play, and he's directed another one of my plays before. So I completely trust him in the rehearsal hall. I know he knows what he's doing. And so when I come in to the rehearsal, I just listen. And I don't really feel it's my place to say anything, because I will listen to how the actors deal with the script. I listen to how Nick deals with them, and then from that work, I can see what works and what doesn't from the writing point of view, and I can take that home and rework what I need to do, and then I'll bring in a new script. I don't really feel I have to say anything. I know the actors want to ask me questions, but that's not the fun part. The fun part is trying to figure out what I've written. If I have to explain something, then I haven't done my job properly. So that's how I see it.